Okay, guys, good evening. Can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Hello.
Good evening, teacher. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, what about the rest?
Good evening, teacher.
Okay, thanks for answering. Well, we will start, okay? So, let's go there. This week, we are supposed to cover listening, okay? So that is what we're gonna do. Listening section of the TOEFL test. What is it about? Well, in this section of the TOEFL test, you will have to deal with two kinds of exercises, okay? One has to do with conversations and the other one has to do with lectures, okay? When listening to conversations, you will have to focus your attention on three aspects. The first one is the problem, okay? In the conversation, they will discuss about a problem, okay? So you have to focus on the problem. What is the problem of the conversation? You have to take notes on this aspect. Then you will hear some solutions provided by some speakers, okay? By one of the speakers. So you have to consider this aspect as well. Then finally, details, okay? What is the conversation mainly about in general? You have to pay attention to those aspects as well, okay? So three aspects to consider whenever you're listening to a conversation. Now, what about lectures? Well, in this kind of exercise, let's say, you have to focus your attention on four aspects. The first one is the topic, okay? What is the lecture about? That is the main aspect of the lecture. What is the topic? Okay. Second, organization. How is the lecture organized by the speaker? For example, let's imagine that in a lecture, the professor starts by, I don't know, providing an example or by asking a question. Then this person lets the students discuss. And after that, this person starts explaining the topic. So that is the way the lecturer organized the lecture. First, an example, then a discussion, and then the explanation. So you have to pay attention to the organization, okay? The way the lecturer organizes his or her lecture. Then, detailed information and implication. This is more related to the way you understand, okay? The topic of the lecture. The more you understand, the better it will be for you to write down the notes, okay? So this is it. You have to understand. You have to imply, okay? You have to use the logic in order to understand what the lecture is about. It is important, okay? Remember that. Let's continue. About the time you have, well, you will have 41 to 57 minutes to complete this section, okay? Almost an hour, okay? As maximum. So you will have some, let's say, variants of this section of the TOEFL test, okay? You can either have 3 lectures and 3 conversations or 4 lectures and 2 conversations. It will depend, okay? About lectures, each will be 5 minutes long with 6 questions per lecture. And regarding conversations, it will be 2 speakers, each 3 minutes long with 5 questions per conversation, okay? So based on the time you have, almost an hour, the ideal time for you to listen to the lecture or conversation and to answer the questions is 10 minutes for lectures and 9 minutes for conversations, okay? It is important to consider the time when doing this section of the TOEFL test, okay? Let's continue. Some suggestions for you at the moment of listening, okay? First, focus on what you listen and not on what is around. You have to be concentrated on what you're listening, okay? What is around you, what is happening around you doesn't matter, okay? You have to be concentrated. Then pay attention to keywords. Those keywords will help you a lot, okay? Develop your notes. Finally, imply from context, okay? Sometimes it is difficult for us to understand what we are listening, okay? Because maybe we do not know the meaning of a word, or maybe a phrase, a sentence, a verb, a noun. I don't know. So context can be really useful at those moments, okay? So it would be a good idea to imply whenever you do not understand any word, any phrase, any sentence, okay? What else? Remember, when listening, you will be allowed to take notes, okay? So how are you gonna do that? First, keep details from the recording, okay? It is important. Regarding conversations, as I already told you, problem, suggestions, and general information. As for lectures, topic, organization, what is it about? You have to consider those aspects whenever you're taking notes, okay? Now, focus your attention on these 3 points. Keywords, only keywords. Try to write short sentences and organize your ideas, okay? If something is mentioned at the beginning of the lecture or the conversation, write it down at the beginning of the paper, okay? So that your ideas can be organized in a way that they can be helpful at the moment of answering the questions, okay? So if you follow these, let's say, suggestions to take notes, it will be easier for you to answer the questions, okay? And to have better scores in this section of the TOEFL test. Okay, guys, now it is time for you to practice, okay? I have prepared a document that contains the exercises for you to practice, okay? I'm gonna share this with you now. This document will be in the chat box of Zoom. Please go there. Click on the link, and as soon as you are there, please let me know, okay? Tell me if you could have access to the document. Now I'm gonna share my screen again. And well, we are 5 people in the meeting, so I need to see 4 people in this document. I can see 3 already, so 1 person is missing, please. Okay, I need to see 5 then. I'm gonna share this document again so that the person who has just joined the session can have access as well. Okay, who was the person who has just joined the session? I think it is Alexander.
No, I'm Carolina.
Okay, okay. So please, Carolina, I have already sent the document in which you will with which you will have to work today. So please click on it and tell me whenever you're there, okay?
Okay.
Now, can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you for answering. Now, in this document, you will be able to see 7 exercises, okay? Today, we're gonna practice with 3, okay? If we have the time, 4, but first with 3 exercises, okay? Passage number 1, passage number 2, and passage number 3, okay? You have to answer these questions based on your understanding of the listening recording. You may be asking or maybe wondering, where is the listening recording? Well, if you click on this link, you will have the listening recording, okay? Now, regarding lectures, there will be some questions that, well, in which you will have to listen to a fragment of the listening recording, okay? The fragment is here as well. If you click on this, you will have access to the fragment itself, okay? Only the fragment of the listening recording. So have that in mind. So guys, it is time for you to practice. I'm gonna set a timer for you. Remember the time you have. 9 minutes for conversations and 10 minutes if it is a lecture, okay? One more thing. Please do not touch anything on this document, okay? Please. Write your answers on a separate, I don't know, Word document, piece of paper, on your notebooks. It's up to you. The only thing I will require is that, well, whenever you finish, please send me your answers to my personal number in WhatsApp, okay? So now we can start. I will set a timer for you. Please work on passages number 1, 2, and 3. If you have any question, any problem, whatever, feel free to ask. I will be here to help, okay? And one more thing, the last one. I need to see you, okay? Cameras on. With that in mind, let's start, please.
Okay, I see that two people have just joined the session. Who are they, please? Do you know what are we doing now? Do you need some instructions? Please tell me.
Teacher, one question.
Tell me what happened.
We can advance with the passage number 4.
Okay.
Can I do it?
Okay, you want to start with passage number 4.
Yes.
Okay, so that means that you finished with all the 3 previous passages, right?
Yeah.
Okay, nice, excellent. Okay, you can go on with passage number 4 then.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys. Now tell me, were you able to finish with all the 3 passages?
Yes.
Okay, what about the rest?
Passage number 3.
Yet.
Okay. So I will give you the chance to finish with all these 3 exercises plus exercise number 4, okay? I will give you 10 extra minutes. So please try to finish with the 4 listening exercises, okay? On Friday we will continue, but let's try, okay? At least so that we can see if you are able to do it, okay? In the time you are supposed to. Okay, 10 more minutes then. As soon as you finish with these exercises, please send me your answers to my personal WhatsApp, okay? Thank you. One more thing, guys. I am already releasing the daily survey for today. Please, I would really appreciate you complete it. And after this survey, I am releasing another one, okay? So please consider that, please.
Teacher, so you said that it's not necessary to do passage 4 today?
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
So you're saying that it's not necessary to do the passage number 4 today? right?
Well, I am asking you to do passage number 4 now because we have enough time. It is
Okay.
okay. So that's good. You can go on. On Friday, I will have 4 more exercises ready for you to practice. Okay, don't worry about it.
Okay, guys, you have 2 more minutes. After that, please, I would really appreciate you send your answers to my personal WhatsApp, okay? Okay, guys, time's up now. Please, I need you to send to send the answers to my personal WhatsApp, please, so that I can have a record of your participation today, okay? I have already checked your attendance. Thank you for completing the daily service. And we will continue practicing with more exercises on Friday, okay? I will also share the answer key that day so that you can learn based on the mistakes you made. That is the point of this practice, remember that, okay? This time you had a chance to listen more than once, okay? But remember, when taking the TOEFL test, you will only have the chance to listen once, okay? So for Friday, please have this in mind. It is important for you to listen to the recording only once, okay? And then with your notes, you have to answer the questions in the time I told you. 9 minutes for conversations and 10 minutes for lectures. That is the point of this practice, okay, guys? So thank you for attending, for participating. See you on Friday, okay? Have a nice rest of the week.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye. Have a nice day.